Hello. Just putting on some background TV over here, something on YouTube. Scott, how you doing? How's it going, everyone? Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday, happy Tuesday. So we're waiting for everyone to join in here. What's everyone got working on the shop? What are you guys working on? What are you trying to get done? I'm always curious to see what you guys are up to. For me, I have a pantry cabinet that I'm trying to get out the door now. That should be done in a day or two. And a bench that's got two little coves for some puppies that they can go hide in there, so that's kind of cool. So but yeah, that's really the two things I'm really trying to get done this week. Let's see, I saw a couple things in here. Japanese style bench, very nice. I'll have to check that out. Barn doors, nice. Nightstands. Round table painting my parents' cabinets. Are you hand painting them or spraying them? Yeah, Ron, I saw you were making your own hinges. That's really awesome. Sam, how you doing? What's going on? Yeah, Ron's over here making his own hinges because he can't find exactly what he wants in the store. So he just makes his own hinges when he wants to. We'll give it a couple more minutes. We'll start off a little bit too. So for the month of April, we have 4 Tuesdays in April. We are going to do, instead of the weekly giveaways, we're doing one big giveaway for all 4 weeks. And how that's going to go down is, it's kind of similar to some things we've done before. After the show, either you're watching live or you're watching the replay on my story. You guys know that I always post a recap post after each show on Tuesday nights. So when I repost that, you have to comment in there hashtag Slumberyard Handcrafted. You can say more if you want, but that's kind of the minimum to make sure that you've got your weekly notch. So you got to collect all 4. So this Tuesday and the next 3 following Tuesdays. So the first Tuesday, Slumberyard Handcrafted is the hashtag. Next week I'll give you another hashtag, and then so on and so forth. So they will be 4 unique hashtags. This week it's Slumberyard Handcrafted. So when I post that recap shot, that I always do at Tuesday nights after the show, just put hashtag Slumberyard Handcrafted. That's this week's entry. So then I'll collect all that, and basically everyone that does that gets an entry into the contest for the month-long drawing. There will be other ways that you can get more entries, but that is, you have to at least do that for the basic entry. So get the 4, watch the 4 shows, put the hashtags in. You have to at least do that, and then you can do the extra entry pieces. It's going to be, I'll give you more details later, but it's going to be like post a story and tag, things like that. I won't do reposts because I know everyone's kind of, has feelings on those. But stories are cool. So it'll be probably along the lines of, for example, post a story and tell me what you want to see in a live show. Is there a person you want to see as a guest? Is there a subject you want to cover? Is there a tool that you're curious about? And I'll gather all kinds of research and data and stuff, and we'll kind of go over it, and I'll show you what I have around here. So so that'll be kind of cool. So we'll make that like another opportunity. So let's see. I got to catch up on some comments here, so just give me a moment. Ben, how you doing? See you here. I am here. How do you do? How you doing? Tune in late. Winning the bread? No, not the bread. I haven't. Yeah, this was one. Scott actually got this one. This was my close enough to 1K Live giveaway prize. This was this with a battery and a charger. And I think Scott won that. So that was that giveaway. I went to see Babyface Josh shave live. Oh man, I won't do that. I'm not gonna even come close to committing to that. But I will give you guys, since you guys are here early, you guys got in here, I'll give you the third place. There's 3 prize packs. 3 prize packs. The third place winner will receive a Slumberyard handcrafted hoodie, t-shirt, and a hat. So, that's not bad for a third place prize, right? So you get some threads. You get a Slumberyard handcrafted hoodie, t-shirt, and a hat. That's third place prize. So we'll talk about some other stuff here, and I'll give you kind of the other prizes that we have going on. But yeah, that's third place prize. So yeah, I like them a lot, actually. Gary at Rustic Art Design does all these, and maybe next week it'll be hashtag hat hair. We'll do that. So that's a third place prize, guys. You get a hat, you get a hoodie, and you get a t-shirt. Slumberyard handcrafted. So we'll kind of keep moving along, and in about 10-15 minutes, I'll kind of go over the rules again for everyone that didn't get to see it in the first time, and I'll tell you about the second place prize pack, and then we'll kind of leapfrog it again, another 10 minutes, and then we'll do it again, and then I'll tell you the grand prize winner. So we're going to kind of do that. Today's show is kind of all about reclaimed lumber. You guys got some really good comments in here. So all about reclaimed lumber. I think I've found, and you guys can tell me if you think differently. I think I found the 4 main categories of reclaimed lumber. Let's see what you guys think. Aside from green lumber that's reclaimed, like let's say your neighbor chopped down his tree and he's getting rid of it and you take it. So aside from fallen timber that's reclaimed, here's my 4 categories of reclaimed lumber. I don't know if you guys can kind of see it. Maybe I'll slide it down a little bit. I tried to get as much in the frame as possible. So here we go. Number 1, dimensional lumber. And I'll say this is just basically someone has torn down a house, and they're ripping up studs, they're ripping up floor joists, decks are getting taken apart. So I'll say that's a category of reclaimed lumber. Just some dimensional lumber, nothing too wild and fancy. When you get older, in older houses, you might find different types of woods, but it's probably your spruce, your pines, your firs, and that kind of thing. So I'll say that is a category of wood that is reclaimed. And I'll say with that one as well, I will say flooring goes in there too. I do use, not often, but I have some reclaimed oak flooring in some of my projects. But I'll put that in that category for now because I don't have a better spot for it. So that's category 1. Category number 2 is probably the number 1 or number 2 when you think of reclaimed lumber, and that's barnwood. Here in the Midwest, I will say that we get kind of spoiled with barnwood. There's a lot of places that you can get it. It's not terribly expensive depending on where you get it and in what shape it's in. But there's a lot of places around here that have it. I'm close to the Illinois-Wisconsin border. I can run up into Wisconsin and buy barnwood from smaller places and stay out of that Chicago market that is really expensive right now with reclaimed wood. So that's kind of nice that I have that ability to go do that. So I'd say that's a different category, is the barnwood. With that, not only just these thin planks, you can get those really nice big barn beams. Those are really nice. I still have some of those. They're 3-inch by 12-inch beams. They're huge. I still think I have one more. It's 12 feet long. And I have a 6 or 8 foot section of it still here too. It's really pretty. I really like working with it. What do they run you out there for barnwood? It really depends. This I got an actual lot. This was, imagine this board. I mean, it's got a lot of character. I mean, look at that. Imagine this board, 6 to 8 feet long. I think I got 12 of these, and this was included in a deal that my uncle made for a antique lawnmower. Some of my family members are into collecting lawnmowers and tractors and farm and garden equipment, and my uncle saw this kind of in a pile, and he said, "I'll buy that if you throw in all this wood," because he knows that I'm always on the hunt. So this actually I got for free. That was kind of cool. But it's not terribly expensive. You can get it pretty cheap. It depends on where you get it from. Let's see. Yeah. Let's see. I love that. Yeah, the packaged pallet wood. So that moves us to our next one. Ron's skipping ahead on us. He's got us. The next category I would say is pallet wood. This is maybe 1 or 2 top reclaimed wood that everyone's all into. Yeah, you can find fake pallet wood at the big box stores, and it's really expensive. Like, really expensive. It looks nice if you think you like that look. It just, to me, seems too veneered, too plasticky. I like working with the real stuff, but you do have to put the work in. You do have to clean it, you have to sand it, you have to do all that good stuff. Whereas the stuff you can buy at a big box store is pretty much ready to go, if you're into that. The nice thing about pallet wood, yeah, that's a good point, Scott. There, you can get it free from a lot of places or very inexpensive, and you can actually get some. You can actually get some nice wood out of there. If you guys have never come across an oak pallet, I've seen a few. I have a couple pieces. It's really cool to when you do see that. There's some white oak pallets that I've seen. And the other one too to look out for is crates. Sometimes they have crates that are made out of something above the plywood. I did see about a year ago there was crates that I did not get because I could not get, but they were made out of some kind of mahogany. It was some kind of mahogany wood. Looked beautiful. Way too beautiful to be shipping crates, but I digress. A cherry pallet, that's really cool. Yeah, industrial areas always have them. Like where I'm at in Rockford, this is a blue-collar town. There's tons of places that use pallets around here. So you can find them around. You can find them on like Craigslist or Facebook. You know, people list them. But you got to get there before the DIYers get there because they'll snag them all up. So that's my next category. And then I guess my fourth category is... I don't really know how to classify this other than reclaimed furniture pieces. No, I got nothing. These were, this whole stack here used to be walnut dresser doors. The dresser has since been torn apart, fell apart, gone. But the doors were intact and pretty solid, so I took them to my bandsaw and I ripped them down, I resaw them down to 3/8 so that's cool. Get some. I have ideas for this size. There's a few things I'd like to make out of this. Speakers, an heirloom box, and a humidor has been on my list for a long time. If I can set aside some time. So this whole stack came out of 2 walnut dresser doors that I was able to just break down into some really nice pieces that I'll be able to use. So as far as these all go, that's kind of, I would say, like I said, other than the fallen timber that you've reclaimed, these are kind of the 4 main categories of reclaimed lumber. If anyone else has any other ideas, let's see. Yeah, side of the road reclaimed. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, furniture reclaimed lumber. Exactly. Yeah, that's exactly what this came from. It's just dresser doors. And, you know, the dresser didn't make it, but at least we were able to get the doors and really, really nice walnut. I mean, it's pretty. So does anybody have any questions so far? Let's see. Yeah, a humidor is on my list. I have to get that done. It's been like almost a year since I've been talking about it. I just eventually need to do it. I'll kind of go over some how to use them, how to care for them, kind of tips here in a second. But I'll go over the second place prize pack for the month of April giveaway here. And it is a $30 Home Depot gift card. So, like I said, this whole month of April, we're kind of kicking it up a notch because it's one whole month. So, third place prize pack is a hoodie, t-shirt, and a hat, Slumberyard handcrafted. That is the third place. And then we're going to do a $30 gift card to Home Depot for second place. So, get yourself a nice tool. That'd be cool. So that's what we're going to do for second place. So, or maybe not get a tool, maybe put it towards a tool. So that's cool. So, for everyone that is just catching up and getting in here, you have to watch all 4 of the live shows for the month of April to be entered into the month-long giveaway. So what that means is each one of these live shows for the 4 Tuesdays in April, there's going to be a hashtag announced, and you will have to put that in the comment section of the recap post on Tuesday night. You don't have to say anything more. Just at that recap post, you just have to put the hashtag in there. So it's pretty easy, but you have to do it all 4 to qualify for the basic entry into the month-long giveaway. There will be other chances to get more entries, but you at least have to do the 4. So it's going to be pretty easy. So far, catching you guys up. The third place prize pack, hoodie, t-shirt, hat. Second place, $30 gift card to Home Depot. So you guys got that. Let's see. Alma's in here. Rob's in here. Bill jumped in here. All right, guys. How you doing? What's going on? So we're kind of talking about, we're revisiting some reclaimed lumber. I just kind of went over a few of what I say the 4 categories of reclaimed lumber. You have some furniture parts, some pallet parts, barnwood, and dimensional lumber. And that's aside from fallen timber that you can get from your neighbor or something. Oh, man. Baseball season. I love it. So, care and use for all these things. I would say, aside from maybe it depends on where you got the furniture pieces from, give everything a really good wash and scrub. I have a bristly brush and a bucket, and I wash all of my reclaimed lumber. Just mild soap and water, warm water, nothing too special. Give it a good wash, and then if it's anything that's really kind of needs a little bit more, I'll take a wire brush to it. I have kind of an attachment for my drill that will clean anything off. But I do wash all of the reclaimed lumber that I use, and I also let it dry for 2 days after that because I soak the heck out of these things. So give them a good wash. The other thing too is when you're using this, look out for nails. If you don't have a metal detector or some other device, those nails can be tricky. Flip the boards over, look at every angle you possibly can. If you have a good strong magnet, give yourself the best chance at trying to find all. I do not use a metal detector. I have not caught metal in any of my saws yet. It will happen someday. No pallets from the slaughterhouse. So I guess I'll rephrase that. I have caught metal when I intended to with my reciprocating saw blade. I got the I use the Milwaukee axe blade when I'm ripping down pallets just because it'll cut right through the nails and stuff and it doesn't really matter. So yeah, I know there is some hand metal detectors, and as I do more chainsaw milling, it's probably a really good idea for me to get one of those So that's something I will look into doing. So I do have to get one of those because I know a lot of guys use them. As far as furniture pieces, it really kind of depends on what you get and what shape it's in. Like this, I'll probably just take the finish down, and depending on what I'm going to end up doing with it, it's probably pretty good to go. There's not really much I need to do with it. It's got a finish on the outside, but obviously not where I resaw it down. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. So that's pretty cool. So there's not too much yet. It depends on the pieces, I guess, that you get out of the furniture. I would say probably the trickiest would probably be the barnwood, only because the barnwood can get super dirty. It can have all kinds of grease and stuff on it. And it can have all kinds of spikes and nails and all kinds of stuff in it. So you do have to be careful of that. So does anybody have any questions for me? Any questions for me? Any questions so far? No one's got any questions? There's a guy around here in the neighborhood who sells Bill, drop the moisture content of the wood as far as you can. The bugs will not like that. There is chemicals that you can get, but bugs will move on for the most part. You get it really, really good and dry, they're not going to like that. So that's one thing you can do. There is chemicals you can get that you can treat the wood. I'm not a really big fan of that. I just kind of get it as dry as possible, air dry it. I've stuffed, if it's a small piece, it kind of depends. Smoke them out. If it's a small piece, depending on, like I said, what size it is, stuff it in a bag full of sawdust, dry it out. There's all kinds of stuff you can do. If I've seen temporary little kiln made with rigid pink foam, insulation foam, and you can kind of bake it in there to a certain temperature. Nails in green wood, you absolutely can. You can find bullets. You can find pieces of chain. Someone just posted, I don't know, I didn't look at it really hard, but they found like the remains of a pistol inside of a hunk of wood that they cut. I don't know who reposted that, or if that was even true. It just looked, the photo looked like it, so it appeared to be. But yeah, you can find all kinds of stuff in green wood. The one thing that I was told, be careful of when you're sawing trees down, taking trees down, which I don't do outside my own property, but I'll tell you guys, watch on your fence line or your property line, because there may at one time had been a fence there, and it could have passed by the tree, near the tree, over the tree, through the tree. So that's one you got to kind of be careful from. City trees will probably have more metal in them than country trees, than these rural trees out here. People posting signs, nailing stuff to them, so you'll probably find that city trees will have a lot more metal in them, because I found an old bracket of 30 years old. Oh, nice. Yeah, Ron, you haven't hit metal with your saw yet, have you? Your woodland mill? I'm curious. It's always my worry when I'm sawing is I'm gonna hit metal. Yeah. I haven't hit metal yet. It's gonna happen one of these days. Does anybody have any questions? Oh, no. 2 blades? That's crazy. As far as, city trees get shot more. You'd be surprised. On the country, they do a lot of shooting too. as far as finishes go, barnwood. I've seen a lot of techniques for. I'll touch on barnwood because I think it can come in the roughest state of all these four. For barnwood, I do like using Minwax Helmsman outdoor. I think it gives it a really nice look. I think it gives it a nice feel. I know there's a lot of techniques that people use. I'd like to try some more techniques, but that's just what I use as a top coat. I don't really stain barnwood. I'm maybe a purist in that way. I like the way that it comes off. I don't sand it too wild. I sand it smooth, but I don't go and really dig down into it because I like the look of the saw marks. I like the look of, the nail holes and everything. I just don't go too wild with it. It gets smooth. Let's see. There you go. There's some science for us. Lead is not magnetic and soft. There you go. Let's see. Any other questions, you guys? So I think that's it. We kind of covered the 4 categories of reclaimed lumber. Some little notes on each one. Look for pieces of furniture that are getting tossed out. You might be able to get something really good out of them. Like these pieces just came out of some walnut dresser doors, and I'll be able to get several boxes, humidors, things out of those. So, yeah, you could plane it down, wire brush, and that's it. Yeah, it depends, I guess, on the piece. I have some rougher stuff that's got like way more character on it than this does, even this. It just kind of depends on the piece. It also depends on what you're using it for, the customer's preference, if it's a commission piece. So some people don't like, even a little bit of imperfection on the surface. Some people want that glass top, which I guess you could put glass on it. Anybody have anything else? Well, guys and gals, that about does it for me tonight. Yeah, we're about a half an hour mark. So, do you guys remember what the hashtag is? Yes, Bill, good question. Or good point. Always assume old wood is lead paint. That it has on there. That's a really good one. Yeah, that's a really, really good one. Especially that old barnwood. My goodness. Anything else? I do like using reclaimed oak flooring. If you don't know of a place, look in your town, in your city, or neighboring larger cities. You'll probably find Habitat for Humanity runs places where they pull out, when they're either demoing a house or something, they'll actually pull out some of the usable materials and they'll resell it. There's other places that you can find. We have a really good place in Rockford. It's called Salvage 2, and they have all kind. They have 2x4s, they have beams, they have sinks, kitchen sinks. They have all kinds of stuff. But one of the things that I like there is the oak flooring that they have. There you go. Jeez. So that's kind of it. So what you guys do not know is the first place, the grand prize for the month-long giveaway. And you guys are going to have to check the recap post because that's where I'm going to put it. So you guys know the third place, the second place, and you'll have to check the recap post that I'm going to post, and they will announce the grand prize. It's going to be something pretty cool. I know you guys will like it. So third place, hoodie, shirt, and hat from Slumberyard Handcrafted. Second place is a $30 Home Depot gift card, and the grand prize is TBD. You guys will find out in about 10 minutes or so what that is. It is not a wood miser. That would be so awesome if I could pull that off. Not a wood miser. So you guys have any other questions? So like I said, full recap. month of April, you have to tune in the 4 weeks. You have to find out what each unique week's hashtag is, and you have to put that in the comments of the recap post every Tuesday night. You can watch it on the story if you can't catch it, because I know a lot of people can't watch at this time frame. They have other commitments. So you have 24 hours to watch it in the Instagram story and put it in there. So I leave it open that because I know people can't be as flexible. Can we still guess? It just seems right. Yeah. So so I thought of that, Bill, and what do you guys think? I'll throw that up to you guys. I'll remind you of the hashtag at the end, so I know you guys will stay here for it. What do you guys think for an extra entry and to reward people for being here live? Let's do a break, and whoever gets, how we do our normal breaks, and whoever guesses it correctly gets an extra entry. You guys cool with that? We'll let the majority vote. So to give the people that can make it a nice little reward, so if you guess it correctly, you get an extra entry so that it further incentivizes the live show viewing audience. So I'm going to also throw up another chance for another extra entry, probably related to something along the lines of you post a story, tag me, and say something that you would want to see on a live show, a guest you'd like to have on the live show, a tool you'd like to see on the live show, if I have it, if I can get a hold of it, that kind of thing, or a topic. If you've seen me do something in my shop and you're like, how do you do that? Not that I do anything remarkable, but maybe you're curious. So that'll be another, and I'll post about that. So, Logan, hi. I'm sure everyone wants to say hi to Logan. My little co-star. He's awake, so apparently he's not in bed for... You got school tomorrow, Logan. All right, so we're going to do a break. That's what we're doing. We're doing it. A break. I don't have anything handy. Let me move this off to the way a little bit. Let me get real intimate here in a minute. Oh, I'll catch him on another week. We'll get him next week. Oh God. So all right. Also want to point out that I'm very frustrated with the Northern Illinois weather right now. And looking at the U.S. map, I'm sure there's other people in that boat right now. The weather is crazy wild right now. Insane. All right, let me get my safety glasses. So this is for an extra entry. So cool, right? This is for you get an extra entry to the giveaway. So whoever wins this, you have to still complete the 4, and this will be your plus entry. So I'm going to try to give you guys, it's a whole month long, try to give you guys some entries, chances, be really cool about. And also, before we go down this path, this live show giveaway for the month of April is not related to my close enough to 2K giveaway that is coming up. I think I'm in the 1720s range for followers. So I think pretty soon at the 1800 mark, I'm going to do a close enough to 2K giveaway. Not related to this. That'll be a whole separate thing, but it is coming up. So I have some ideas for that too. Some cool stuff for that. So just be looking out for that. Giveaways all the time. There are all kinds of giveaways over here. Crazy. Must be crazy. All right, you guys ready? Is this the week he snaps himself in the face? That's what you guys are all here to see, right? All right, you guys ready? All right, you guys know how this works, right? For an additional entry into the April Madness giveaway. How long is this board? How long is it? How long is this board? You get one additional entry into the April Craziness giveaway. Does that help if I do it like that, if I hold it? I don't know if you guys noticed, but I'm wearing sweatpants. Don't judge me. Just went the comfortable route this week. Bill and Alma are going to split. They're going to split the entry, so they'll get half an entry additional each. All right, they're still rolling in. All right, are we done here? We got them all in? So now that I got you guys all on the hook here, I will tell you the hashtag for this week. It's hashtag Slumberyard Handcrafted. When I post the recap post, which will be in 20 minutes, 10 minutes or so, just put that hashtag in the comments so I can track. That goes for everybody that's watching this on the Instagram story. Do that as well so I can calculate and make sure everyone's getting the entries in. All right. So I think they're all in. I'm going to measure. Quick guess. Hurry. Get your guess in. There you go. He's got his guess in. All right. Ew, whoa. That's a nice round number. I think someone nailed it dead on. Oh, no, they did not. They were close. So for those of you that are new to the program, I'm only counting your first guess. You only get one guess. I didn't tell you that at the beginning because I thought you guys already knew, but I will count just your first guess. And it looks like the answer for Inquiring Minds is 23. So who got closest to 23? Reverie, is that you, Woodworks? No, his first guess was 27. So 20, DMF Toolworks, 24.5 is closest to 23 that I see. Yeah, but that was his second guess. His first guess was 27. Reverie's guesses, his first guess was 27. His second guess was 22. So what do you guys think? DMF is technically the winner. So I only count the first guesses. So DMF, you get it. You get the additional entry. Hooray. Yep. So for fun, you guys can guess the other side. I'm not even going to measure it because I know what it is. And like I said, guys, there is going to be a ton of extra chances that are going to be coming in for the whole month of April. Bill, are you serious? It's a 48-inch piece. Just a 48-inch piece of lathing. So, math. We can math this. We don't need to measure it. Okay, you guys are going to do this. All right, they're doing it. All right, guys. The total length is break another for another entry. Is that what you're saying? To give away another entry? Is that what you're suggesting I do? All right, Bill wants to give away another one, and I'm feeling quite generous tonight, as you guys will see when you see the grand prize. So let's break another one. Let's give another one away. I'll do one more. One more. That's it. One more, and you guys are cut off. You guys are addicted. You guys are addicted to these breakings. Where are my glasses? Give away the Laguna. Oh my god. Nope. Karate chop that shit. You know. Okay, 2 people said it, so I'm gonna do it. I wasn't gonna do it if only Bill said it, but now that 2 people did it, all right, I'll go there. So they're gonna give you like the hi-ya. I wonder if I can do this. Oh, look out! Here. Look out! That was a lot louder than I thought it would be. I'm not gonna lie. Leg kick. I couldn't get my leg high enough. You guys saw that. Alright, I'm pretty sure this is probably exactly the same length as the other one. So, are you guys guessing this yet? Come on now. Guess away. Guess. Where is my marker? You guys are still guessing, right? Guessing. Still guessing. Had a marker here. Well, shucks. If I had my hip clip on, I'd have my marker. But I don't have my hip clip on. Because I just have sweatpants on. Do it like that. It was 10 feet long, man. Are you guys done? Bill's, only your first one counts. You know this. Hips, hips. Yeah, there's no belt loops in my sweatpants, so I can't wear my hip clip when I'm wearing sweatpants. Look at that. Could be 10 feet long, and you don't know. It looks like it. Like, holy cow! Look how strong it is. This is like a 10-foot long board. Holy cow! Bill still needs to get his hip clip. Bill, I'm just gonna mail it to you. Are you cool with that, Bill? I'm just gonna mail you your hip clip that you won. And you got a Revmark ultra fine tip here too for you. All right, we're done with that. All right, you guys done? Okay, we're done here. Yes, stickers. I called it. I said it was going to be exactly the same. I don't know what it is. There's a weak point in that wood. It is just under, I'll call it 22 7/8 just to get it there. Just 22 7/8. Who got it? 22 7/8. See who's closest. No one get it dead on. Oh, wait. 22 and a half. I got 22 and a half. Is anybody closer? Take it easy, Bill. Thank you. I got 22 and a half. 23. Oh, you got 23? Oh, yep, there's 23. Nailed it. Nice job. 23. All right, there you go. All right, so you get the extra entry. All right, guys. Well, that concludes today's programming. Do you guys have any other questions? You guys are good? So like I said, I will post the grand prize package. And I will say, I'll give you a little teaser. That one is Bill's. That I've already, this is a piece to the grand prize package. So that's cool, right? There'll be a lot more. There'll be more. But I picked this up. It's a hip clip. So that's going in the grand prize package. That's part of it. So, a little teaser for you guys. If you guys don't have a hip clip, I'll get you one. All right. So, guys, I will, guys and gals, I will post the recap here pretty soon. Make sure you comment Slumberyard Handcrafted to get credit for watching. That includes everyone that's watching in the Instagram story. If you guys don't have any other questions, I'm going to get out of here. Make sure you tune in to the 4 Tuesdays in April. Grab the hashtag that is unique for that week and put it in the comments of the recap post. That is the only way you can get the base entry for the giveaway. I will post extra opportunities, but that is the only way you can get the base entry. Y'all keep saying hip clip. Got it in reach? Yeah. So, all right, guys. So, guys and gals, I'm getting out of here. If you guys have any other questions for me, anything else, next week's topic. I want to do something kind of cool. Here's one. You guys may not care. Be kind of simple. I'll show you guys how I make a picture frame, glass front, foam pad, the whole deal, everything. So a simple picture frame. Easy. I'll have everything pre-cut because I'm not a huge fan of using power tools on a live show, but I'll show you just kind of how I get by and how I do it. So that's what I'll do next week. All right, guys, everyone, have a great rest of your week. Be sure to post all your projects. I'm so excited to see what you guys are going to make this week. I will have a couple projects that'll be delivered this week, so be sure to tune in for all of that goodness. So other than that, you guys have a great one, and I will see you next week. Bye.